Hello. I really liked listening to your discussion this week, mainly because I agreed with a lot about what you had to say. I was equally as shocked to hear how many misconducts there were regarding just inappropriate relationships or confidentiality issues in Wisconsin. I like this because I feel like with all of us being from a lot of different states, we got to see some different perspectives. Um, I am more surprised about the confidentiality misconducts. I feel like it can be very easy to create these inappropriate relationships. That's something that counselors definitely have to work really hard at to avoid any kind of inappropriate relationship communication outside of the professional realm of counseling. Um, so even if it's something that might seem innocent, obviously it's very easy to, like you said, there was a lot of cases where people were acting inappropriately. So I think that's definitely something you have to pay attention to as a counselor, that you're not overstepping in any way, even if you don't think it's overstepping. But like I said, I was more surprised about the confidentiality reports, mainly because I feel like that's one of the first things as a counselor that we need to be that we know and need to be aware of. Is that it's supposed to be a safe, trusting environment, and when that confidentiality and that trust is broken, to me that's heartbreaking. I read an article by it was actually by the US Department of Justice, and it talked about how one of the biggest things that clients struggle with when entering counseling is the fear of sharing their information with somebody. um, they don't know who could find out, they don't know how safe or secure their information is when stored, and it's something that people have a big fear about. So to see how many counselors are, failing in this aspect is really, really upsetting. And I agree with you, it's shocking. It's something that, people definitely need to do better with, because if that's something people are struggling, that could be the reason people, are afraid to seek counseling in the first place. You hear people say, I don't want to give my information to a stranger, you know, and, these cases are proof of why people have that fear, because there's counselors out there that are taking advantage. Um, and once you break that trust, you're just, that could be really hard for a person to ever want to go back to counseling if their confidential information was given to other people that, weren't authorized to know that information. So